welcome to Middle School Book Talk for June 2023. For those of you who are new or don't know me, my name is Miss Sarah, and each month I do a middle school book talk on new middle school books we have in the library. I pick a few books out that I recommend and I talk a little about each of them. I wanted to talk a little bit about the book Running Out of Time by Margaret Peterson Haddix. This was published in 1995. It starts off as a historical novel and it kind of goes into sci-fi. The main character, Jessie, is a girl who lives in the 1840s with her family, and they are basically portrayed as pioneers living in a log cabin, having to work really hard to provide food and shelter for their family. When a sickness arrives in their town, Jessie's mother sends her to get help, and Jessie realizes there's a whole different world beyond what she thinks she knows. And then almost 30 years later, Haddix wrote a sequel called Falling Out of Time with main character Zola. In her world, all diseases and sicknesses are gone, and it seems like the world is perfect. But then Zola actually finds a message from Jessie from the previous book and learns all about that. She learns about Jessie's story, and then Zola starts realizing that her world isn't as perfect as she thought either. I would definitely recommend you check out Running Out of Time and then read its sequel, especially if you like novels that are a little sci-fi and dystopian, perhaps time travel. And I would say these books definitely are suspenseful and keep you reading. They're both available in our new section because the sequel just came out and we got a newly designed cover on Running Out of Time, the first book. We also have an older copy here if you want to compare. I also wanted to talk about a graphic novel called Surprisingly Sarah by Terri Libenson. This book is part of a series of graphic novels by the same author called Emmy and Friends, and it focuses on a different friend each time. This centers around middle schooler Sarah and her best friend Leo, who do everything together. Even when they're doing different activities, they're still communicating and talking the whole time. But this all starts to change when Sarah starts having an interest in one of Leo's friends, Ben. Sarah and Leo have always had each other, but when they start to branch out, it makes things a little awkward, especially when Sarah is having a dilemma on whether or not to ask Ben to the school dance. I definitely recommend this graphic novel to middle school readers. I think you guys could relate to a lot of the stuff that happens in this book, and I would also urge you to check out the other graphic novels by the same author. All of the books I talked about today are available in the new kids section of the library to check out. If you have any suggestions on what I should talk about next month, please leave a comment. Like I mentioned last week in my young adult video, we are in the middle of summer reading. You can still sign up throughout the summer if you still want to participate. The last day to turn in your reading logs and tickets is July 31st. We have a lot of events planned throughout the rest of the month and next month. We've got our afternoon movies on Wednesdays still, and you can sign up for our Take and Make craft. If you're ages 10 to 18, you can participate in our Harry Potter escape room, which is next Thursday the 29th. You can start registering for that this Thursday, and keep an eye out for July when we have our DIY Music Makers program and our end of summer reading celebration with Dan Go and his Magic and Art show on July 15th. Thanks for tuning in this month to watch my video, and I will see you soon. Bye!